So hello everyone.
Hello,
Welcome to the new day and new vlog. Today we have with us our beloved Muntasir. How are you, Muntasir?
I am fine and how are you?
Superb. And what is the topic for today's video?
For our today's topic, the topic is latex.
Experience
Latex
specifically.
experience. But what is latex? What is it about?
Yeah.
We will share it soon.
Yeah, and I think we used latex during our seminar work as well. What are we studying and what are we doing first of all?
So we are studying informatics
Yeah.
in RPTU Kaiserslautern.
Master's program.
That's true for
Yeah.
the master's program.
Yeah,
And for us, seminar and project is a mandatory term.
correct.
For that, we for the seminar we used latex.
Correct. And our seminar and project is over. We have made videos about that, our topic, our milestones, and how was our per milestone experience and our final presentation experience as well. You can watch those videos. But I think it's important that we discuss about our latex experience and insight. So if we start, then how we were introduced with latex.
So about the latest experience
Yeah.
about latex is about that we experienced it at the first time when the professor said it,
Yeah,
or the
our supervisor said
or
it.
supervisor said it. What they said is you have to submit the PDF, you have to submit the document
Yeah.
as the end of the seminar.
Yeah.
But while reviewing it, while changing it, while preparing,
Yeah.
use latex.
Correct. And I think we thought that we will make in Word file, but we were
Yeah.
asked that we have
we thought initially that we will make it in Word file,
Yeah.
convert it to a PDF, and then submit the PDF.
Yeah.
That is usually we did in bachelor previously.
Yeah.
But then they said that use latex.
Correct.
What is latex? Latex is actually a language
Yeah.
that helps you to prepare document.
To prepare document, or specifically you can say if you're writing any research work or seminar paper, you can even prepare your CV as well. So I think document
That's
is a good
an-
term.
Any document you want to prepare it.
Yeah.
You want to convert it in a PDF version.
Yeah.
Latex is a good language.
Correct. And I think we also got to know that we can, like I said, prepare our CV using latex. And I think we have multiple templates.
That's true.
We have multiple notations that we use
That's
for
true.
editing
For
that.
the latex, we have a language. As I said, there are some conventions that we have to follow.
Correct.
But it usually also available in the Google. Like we are searching for some templates.
Yeah.
And then we follow the template.
Yeah.
Do it, copy it, and
Yeah.
then change it, modify it according to our need.
Correct. And I think like the commands we can see in Google, but one of the important point is that was also our first time using latex, right? Before that,
So
I
that's
don't
true.
think we
So
have
we
used
were not
for,
sure why or how we can use
we
it.
can use it.
For latex, you can download the software. You can download it and use it offline.
Yeah.
But there is an online link as well.
Yeah.
So I guess you will put it in the description.
We'll put that in the description
that is
as well.
actually overleaf.
Yeah.
In the overleaf, you can change the latex language, and in real time you can see the changes as
Correct. So I think this was also important because what we were doing during our seminar, that when we were writing, suppose, or preparing a paper, then we had some direct templates that okay, this if we edit, then we can see the heading, right? We can like form a common template.
There are some rules and regulations that you have to follow
Yeah.
to generate the latex. And for our seminar, they had provided us a certain template that follow this. This
Yeah.
should be your header size.
Yeah.
This should be your footer size. This
Yeah.
should be your text size.
Yeah, so I think you can manage that well with latex. And now talking about overleaf, so overleaf was also introduced to us for the
That's
first
true.
time.
Overleaf was also introduced to us. Overleaf, as I said, is a website where we uploaded the template
Yeah.
that was given by our supervisor.
Yeah.
Then on the left side, we were changing the language.
Yeah.
We were editing it, and on the right side, we were instantly seeing the output as a PDF.
Correct.
And when I hit download, the PDF version is downloaded.
Yeah. So, but Muntasir, which account we used for overleaf?
For Overleaf, we used our university account.
RHR
That
account.
is obviously suggested in
Yeah.
everywhere that use the university account.
Correct. And I think we used that account, and like he said, like we had on the left hand side the commands we were writing, and on the right hand side we have the pages that what are we editing.
Editing,
And I think while doing seminar or editing seminar, it was convenient for us as well. While sometimes, suppose if we had to add any symbols, like
So
Yeah.
here I would say that you said that we use latex for research paper mostly because it is preferred.
Yeah.
Why it is preferred? Because like you were saying that for the symbols or special cases in a research paper, those are very common.
yeah,
But if you want to edit it in a Word file, if you are already have made it any research paper in Word file, you will know this is kind of painful.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there are a lot of symbols missing. Sometimes the alignment is not properly happening.
Yeah.
So, but this problem solves by latex.
correct. And
Because
yeah.
you have some command like /begin or /n and then
Yeah.
special symbols
Yeah.
language, and then you use it, and
Yeah.
instantly it is converted into a PDF.
Yeah, like you can use some of the symbols from the Word file, but the thing is when you want to add a mathematical equation, right, in a particular form that it should not change font or something,
Yeah.
then it's good to use latex as well. And I think for that, for some of the symbols we were not able to directly use that.
Directly
We had
use
some.
that. We had some special case, for
Yeah.
example, for subscript or superscript, we have to type type something in the front, in the back.
Yeah.
Sometimes we could not figure out how to show this.
Yeah.
And we had to Google, okay, how do I
Yeah.
do it in LaTeX?
Yeah.
And then Google told us, and we
Yeah.
updated it accordingly.
Correct. So I think if you get stuck, if you might get stuck during, suppose for your first experience you're using LaTeX, then I think you can Google the commands and then you can add it in your paper. But at the end, like I think our paper was manageable
Yeah,
when we used
I
those.
would say it's quite manageable, because for our paper, even though it was a seminar,
Yeah.
it's not that we had lot of symbols. We had some superscript, some subscript, some bullet points, and those are very common in LaTeX.
Yeah.
So we didn't had need to dig much deeper into it. We just went through it.
Yeah.
We saw the template and so, okay, this is an example. Maybe we can follow it and write it in here.
Yeah.
In our seminar paper, there was mostly theoretical, so we had to write a lot of lines, and LaTeX was helping us
Yeah.
to format this in the special format, specific size, and the
Yeah,
output
and different
will start.
subsections as well.
Yeah,
Like we
that's
had to add several subsections, right, during our research paper,
Correct.
proper paragraphs that we had to add. So I think we used some, like he said, the start and
and if you want to give special space or this much of margin or
Yeah,
line,
yeah.
it's not that you have to figure it. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, for Word, you have to manually select. Okay, this is 1.5. This
Yeah.
is 1.5. Maybe this however become 2. Then I have to remove
Yeah.
it. There in LaTeX, we don't have anything. You just
Yeah.
fix it one, and
Yeah.
everywhere is the same.
correct. And I think also when we had to number the pages or when we had to sort that thing out there, I think that was quite easy with.
That's also quite easy, because
Yeah.
LaTeX already had it.
Yeah.
For the references, we had to put it like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
And initially we were doing some manual labor, like okay, maybe we need to number it manually.
Yeah.
But then we figured out, okay, for LaTeX we can do it easily.
Yeah.
We just put some reference and it automatically
number
number
it.
it.
So I think that was our first experience. And also, Munsir, I think we noticed that once our paper was ready, it was also good because our supervisor can also add some notes.
Correct.
In overleaf.
So that's another important point for
Yeah.
the overleaf. You can share it.
Yeah.
So you can share a downloadable link, or you can give someone access.
Yeah.
So if you give someone access, they can edit it, or if you give them just comment access, then they will see your overleaf
Yeah.
document, and just maybe your supervisor is seeing your research paper
Yeah.
and put some comment in between. Okay, maybe this you need to change this, you need to
Yeah,
change.
correct.
So that was actually our supervisor was doing. He just came to our overleaf account and then changed the relevant part there.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you need to change your seminar this way.
Correct.
So we just updated it.
So he
according
used to add
comment.
his comments, and accordingly we were able to review it, and then he again saw that how you are editing it. And sometimes he also used to edit, okay, you have the line should be like this, because when you are writing a research paper, I would say in a master's program, I think the format is also
Format
one of
is
the
also
important points.
important, yeah.
And they check it. I think the scrutiny is done, but I think it's important that you get to know the idea of LaTeX. One more point that I want to ask Muntasir, one of the things that we encountered was adding a table in LaTeX. So and you did some research regarding it.
Yeah, that I would say, yeah, for the table, initially I was getting a little bit difficulty, because for the table it was going out of page. For example, if you are doing in Word, you know that is obviously in the page.
Yeah.
But if you like drag too much, then it's going out of the page.
Yeah.
For the LaTeX, we don't need to manually change the border, but whatever you put inside the table, whatever the text, that actually automatically adjusts your border.
Correct.
So for us, what was happening, that after putting our text in the table, the border was increasing, or the border is like too much shrink.
Correct.
So we had to figure something. Okay, maybe this table, there are some various tables structure in LaTeX. So we tried some of the things, and finally one worked. Okay.
Correct.
For this is actually is our expected size, and the text is also visible in a good way.
Correct. And I think sometimes you also had to add the diagrams, right? Maybe sometimes just one has to add the diagrams or
So
figures.
for the image or anything, if you are working constantly with Word, you may understand that if you are just importing any image, then suddenly you have a like long image, and sometimes your Word may hang, or you have like multiple pages of scroll. But LaTeX, it's not like that. It's just upload it in a separate folder and just
Yeah.
reference it. Okay, maybe take this image from this folder and use it.
Yeah. So I think this is important. Why we are discussing about our LaTeX experience, because this might happen that if you're coming here for your informatic master's program, you might have to do seminar maybe in SEDA department, and you might be asked to use LaTeX for your research paper. So I think even if it's your first time, I think it's good if you keep on doing research. You get the idea of which symbols or which commands to use to edit the file, and I think then you will get the idea, because for the first time, like we said, it was quite new for us.
So that's true. Like you said, for the seminar we need it. For the research paper or thesis, obviously we need
Yeah.
it. But what I would say, if you are in the first semester, do have a look at the LaTeX. Just Google search
Yeah,
what is
yeah,
LaTeX, what
yeah.
is the
This
basic
is
common
important
format.
tip. Yeah.
For example, you are taking database system. For them, submitting the assignment is also mandatory to do it in LaTeX.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to do it in LaTeX and submit
Yeah.
the PDF form.
Okay.
They actually mention it in the first class
Yeah.
that do it in LaTeX.
Yeah.
So it can happen that for the other assignment as well, on other subjects, you need to complete it in a LaTeX format.
Correct.
So that's why I think you should have a good idea about LaTeX, at the basic idea, I would say.
Correct. And I think Munsir also talked in one of the videos about database
That's
subject, and you can watch that as well. So I think, like he said, it's important. Even if you don't have to use it, you might get familiar with some of the templates, because, as I said, you can use LaTeX or you can use Overleaf to edit your resume or your CV as well. So I think that
That's
is
true.
also important, and you can, side by side prepare, because what I feel is seminar and project, like our supervisors also said, this is like a preparation for us to do our thesis. So I
Correct.
think if you learn that during your seminar work or before seminar work, then it's
When you are doing good and you have a good starting point for your research.
yeah, because I think during thesis, when you have to write several pages, you have to add several tables, several equations, right?
Several figures.
Then you need to be familiar with the
Yeah, you need
process.
to be prepared.
Yeah, so I think we discussed about our LaTeX experience, and any more point, Muntasir, you feel you
No,
like to
I
add?
think that's it. Just go do some Google search,
Yeah.
to see some templates. It's not that hard. It's very easy.
Yeah.
So if you just go through, scroll it, you will
Yeah.
say, okay, this is how. Instead of like it like this, we will just write it in a different way. That's it.
Yeah, because like some of the templates gets repeated. So suppose if I'm using a symbol at one place, then at other places I can use the same template, and then you get an idea how I can edit it. And the good thing is that on left hand side you can see in Overleaf you can edit your commands, and on the right hand side you can parallelly refresh and see the pages how it is getting edited, and then you can see how my research paper or seminar paper will look like. So I think that is also important. I think we covered most of the points, or the several points that we thought were important. So I think we should end this vlog now. Thank you, Muntasir, for sharing all these insights, experience, and your tips. And rest, like, comment, share, subscribe. It doesn't take much time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. Namaste.
Assalamualaikum.
Chalo, see you in new day, new vlog. Also, you can go to different playlists and watch videos according to your interest. You can also go to RPTU Kaiserslautern playlist. There the videos are in English. You can watch that as well whenever you get time. Bye bye.
Bye.